Hello everyone. In today's video, we will continue with the earthquake and volcano. Composite volcanic cone is also called strata cone because of the alternating sheets of lava and pyroclastic materials. The cup-shaped mouth of the volcano is crater. The craters are called as or hollows. Sorry, these are not craters. These are craters. Craters or calderas are hollows created by removed of volcanic cones. The volcanic eruption is most likely to be violent when the lava is viscous. Which of the following features is not an aspect of volcanicity? That is geyser. Others, dike, fold, and batholith. These are the aspects of the volcanicity. Which of the following statements relating to earthquakes is or are correct? The point of the origin of an earthquake is called the epicenter. No. The lines joining the places which were affected by earthquake at the same point of time are called homoseismal lines. These are true. This is true. Sorry. Which of the following features is the product of volcanicity? That is atoll. Sorry, atoll. The earthquake at Sagami Bay in Japan, which killed 2.5 lakh people, was an example of tectonic earthquake. The lines joining the place of the equal intensity of seismic waves are known as isoseismic wave line, which is not a causative factor of earthquake. Those are waves. Others, volcanoes, isostasy, and tectonics. These are the factors of the earthquakes, but this is not the causative factor. The place of origin of an earthquake is called focus. Here we have seen what it is told as epicenter. So this is wrong. It is called as focus. Tsunamis are originated due to earthquake. The famous Ring of Fire, which accounts for 68% of an earthquakes occurring in the sea, is in the Pacific Ocean. And this Ring of Fire is present in which country? Mention that in the comments. The number indicating the intensity of an earthquake on a Richter scale range between 1 to 9, which is not a topography produced by volcanicity, that is cirque. Others caldera, crater, and cones. These are the topographies produced by volcanicity, but the cirque is not the topography. Which of the following is not an effect of volcanic eruptions? Creation of cyclones. This is not the effect. Other tsunamis of seismic waves, climatic changes, and extinction of species. These are the effects of volcanic eruptions. Which of the following continents has no volcanoes? That is Australia. The Valley of 10,000 Smokes is the name given to a zone near the volcano. That is Katmai of Alaska. In Andaman Nicobar, we have the volcanic. We have one volcano. What is the name of that volcano? Mention it in the comments. Ima is an example of active volcano. This is present in which country? Mention that in the comments. Which of the following active volcanoes is known as the lighthouse of the Mediterranean Sea? That is Stromboli. Which of the following is the highest active volcano in the world? That is Cotopaxi. Possible, once check these locations. I'm getting a little bit confused about these locations actually. Once check the locations of these volcanoes. Which one of the following best describes the world distribution of active and recently active volcanoes? They are found in association with young-fold mountain chains. Which of the following is a volcanic plateau? That is Antrim Plateau. Tectonic activity breaks and bends the crystal rocks. Which one of the following pairs is not correctly matched? That is Mount Egmont in Hawaii. No. Mount Egmont is present in which city? Mention that in the comments. Others, Old Doinio Lengai, present at Bethern, Tanzania. Volcan Paos, present at Costa Rica. Mount Kluchevskaya, present at Kamchatka Peninsula. Which one of the following types of volcanic eruptions is not usually explosive? Those are Hawaiian, others Palian, Strombolian, and Vulcanian. These are the usually explosions, eruptions. These volcanic eruptions are usually explosion, but this is not the uh, volcanic eruption, which having usually explosion. Okay, which is seismic zone extending at an angle of about 45 degrees from the base of an ocean trench down through lithosphere to the asthenosphere known as Benioff zone. Ascension region: the outer core of the Earth's interior is in molten state, while the inner core is in solid state. True. The P seismic waves disappear in outer core, while S waves penetrate up to the inner core. This is false. Another assertion region: in a resequent fault lines fault line scarp, the down throw side will form lower ground. True. The down throw side possesses the softer rock at the level of present erosion surface. This is also true, and region is the correct explanation of assertion. The study of lakes is called limnology. What is this study called? What is this study called and what is this study called? Mention those in the comments. A series of lines connecting places having a quake at the same time are called isoseismal lines. Consider the following statements regarding earthquakes. In earthquakes, shocks are generated at a point known as the epicenter. No, this is called as focus. The point of origin of shock may be within the crust or mantle. True. The more earthquake-prone areas are at the merging of tectonic plates. This is also true. Both 2 and 3 are the correct options. Which of the following is not a natural disaster? Earthquakes natural, floods natural, volcanic eruption natural, but nuclear explosion is not natural. We create that. Assertion and reason. Circum-Pacific belt accounts for major percentage share of world's total earthquakes of varying magnitude and deep focus. True. The maximum occurrence of earthquakes along Circum-Pacific belt is caused by the divergent motion of tectonic plates and consequent formation of faults. No, false. Assertion is true and reason is false. Hawaii Islands are known for active volcanoes because they are situated over a hot plume. Spot the odd one from the following: tsunami, earthquakes, and cyclones, windmills. Windmills. These are the natural disasters, and this is the thing which we construct to generate the electricity. Which of the following is or are the correct characteristic of a primary seismic wave? It is a longitudinal and a compressional wave. True. It is analogous to sound waves. True. It travels with faster speed through solids but slower through liquids. All of these are true. Consider the following statements. Vulcan city refers to all those processes in which molten rock material or magma rises into the crust. True. The greater bulk of the volcanic rocks of the Earth's surface were erupted from volcanoes. True. The process of solidification of rock into crystalline or semi-crystalline form, molten rock material after being poured out of the surface. All of these are true. Consider the following statements. The Circum-Pacific belt is highly prone to the occurrence of earthquakes because it is a zone of young-folded mountains, active volcanoes, and convergent plate boundaries. 1 to 4 are true, but this is not the divergent plate boundaries. Consider the following statements. P waves are the first seismic waves to reach a place. True. S waves travel only through liquids. No, false. These can travel through solids also. Arrival time of P and S waves is used to locate the epicenter. True. Richter scale is a logarithmic scale. This is also true. 1, 3, 4 are correct. Another assertion reason. The location of the epicenter of an earthquake may be estimated using the time lag between the arrival of P and S waves. Right? The L wave cannot start until the P wave hits the surface. This is also right, but this is not the correct explanation of assertion. Matching. List 1 is the technical terms and list 2 are the definitions. Okay. Magma chamber, a place below Earth's surface where lava is formed and acts as a source of magma outflow. Epicenter, a point on Earth's surface where impact of the earthquake is felt maximum. Vent, an opening in the Earth's crust through which magma flows out. Seismic focus, a point below the Earth's surface where earthquake originates. Consider the following statements in relation to Earth's topmost layer. Transverse earthquake waves move at a speed of 3.5 km per second in that layer. True. The specific gravity is 2.7. True. It is shallowest under continents and deepest under oceans. No. False. These are reverse actually. Shallowest at oceans and deepest at the continents. Abundance of magnesium? No. Abundance of what is the material that is abundant in the Earth's crust? Okay, chalo. Maybe boltam. It is aluminium. Consider the following statements. A tectonic sharp is a steep slope that results from differential moment of a Earth's surface. True. A typical angle of repose for scarps of all origins is between 25 degrees and 40 degrees. Right? A scarp produced by structurally controlled erosion at an ancient fault is known as fault line scarp. True. A capable fault is one that shows movement at near the ground surface, at least one within the past 35,000 years. This is also right. All the four are correct. Assertion and reason. Basalt is a fine-grained and dark-colored igneous rock which is formed below the Earth's surface. No, wrong. The rate of cooling and solidification of magma inside the Earth is very slow. This is right. Another assertion and reason. The structure of the interior of the Earth is deduced with the help of seismic waves. True. The S waves travel in solid, liquid, and gas, while the P waves only travel in solid. No, false. P waves also travel in liquids. The monster earthquake cum tsunami, which hit Japan on March 11, 2011, has moved the country's main island, Honshu, but by about 8 feet. Which of the following statements are true? Moderate earthquakes are caused along constructive plate boundaries, right? Low magnitude earthquakes are caused along conservative plate boundaries. No, false. Moderate magnitudes are actually found here, not low magnitudes. Disaster earthquakes are caused along destructive plate boundaries, right? Severe earthquakes are caused along the conservative plate boundaries with the creation of transform faults, right? Earthquake is caused by disturbance of Earth's surface. Epicenter is concerned with earthquake. Which scale is used to measure the intensity of the earthquake? That is Richter scale. It reads in between 1 to 9. The world's most active volcano is Cotopaxi. In which country is this present? Mention that in the comments. Mohorovičić discontinuity separates upper mantle and lower crust. Next chapter, mountain, plateau deserts, and rocks. What is the correct sequence from the smallest to the largest grain of the following types of clastic rocks? That is shale, siltstone, then sandstone, then conglomerate. Next is the matching. List one is the continent and list two is the desert. Asia, Gobi Desert. Gobi Desert is present in which country? Mention that in the comments. Africa, Africa, Kalahari Desert. North America, Mojave Desert. South America, Atacama Desert. Oil is found in petroliferous rock. Which one among the following structures demonstrates an ideal trap? That is anticlinal structure. Which one of the following is an example of igneous rock? That is Gabbar or basalt rock. Match the following desert and the location. Kalahari Desert, Africa. Atacama Desert, South America. Thar Desert, Asia. Great Victoria Desert, that is at Australia. Contour line is the imaginary line joining places of equal elevation. The formation of mushroom rock in desert region is an example of abrasion. Breaking down of rock in situ is known as weathering. Which of the following is an example of plutonic igneous rock, that is basalt rock? Rocks having large quantity of underground water and permitting ready flow of water are called permeable rocks. Another matching mountains and the types. Mount Monadnock, that is residual mountains, and mention all of these countries and in which continents are this present in the comments. Okay, that's very important. Mount Mayo, volcanic mountains. Vosges, that is block mountains. Pennies, that is fold mountains. Which of the following is Piedmont Plateau, that is Patagonia. The main activity associated with the fold mountains is earthquakes, define intermontane plateau. They are elevated segment of the earth crust. Sedimentary rocks are also called as extrusive. Sedimentary rocks are characterized by stratification. Metamorphic rocks are those derived from igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks. Which of the following is an igneous rock? That is basalt rock. Rocks break up when they are exposed on the Earth's surface, mainly because they and themselves in an environment different from that of their origin. Okay, mention the comment that what is the soil or the rock formed after the lava or the magma comes out of the volcano. Mention that in the comments. I have already asked in the previous reading lectures actually, but I'm again asking it. Mention that in the comments. Which of the following statements is not true in respect of sedimentary rocks? Uh, the rocks are non-crystalline. No, they are crystalline. This is the wrong one. But the true options are right options. The particles of rocks are sometimes completely of organic on origin, right? They are rocks whose structure is determined by great pressure of heat, right? The rocks have been deposited in layers. This is also right. These are related to sedimentary rocks. Okay, these rocks are crystalline. Here they have given that it is non-crystalline, so this is the wrong one. Mechanically formed sedimentary rocks are gravel. Tin is example of alluvial deposit. Consider the following statements. All sedimentary rocks are formed underwater. No. All sedimentary rocks have layers. No. Loess is formed at the land surface and has no layer. True. Loess is a sedimentary rock. This is also right. Assertion and reason. Three-fourths of the Earth's surface is covered with sedimentary rocks. True. They they make up only about 5% of the volume of Earth's crust. This is also right, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Next matching list 1 with the list 2. Okay. Batholith, which is intrusive igneous rock, pumice, which is extrusive igneous rock, sandstone, which is sedimentary rock, and the quartzite, which is metamorphic rock. Which of the following statements is true about igneous rock? They are crystalline as well as non-crystalline. Which of the following is true about sedimentary rock? The rocks have been deposited in layers. Open folds are those in which the angle between the two limbs of the fold is more than 45 degrees but less than 90 degrees. Which is, if we make a triangle, that is acute angle triangle. Okay. Match the list one with the list two highest peak and the countries. Mount Logan, Canada. Mount McKinley, USA. Mount Kosciuszko, that is Australia. Among the following elements, which one is in the highest amount in the composition of basalt rock? That is iron. Consider the following. Which of the above are block mountains? Okay. Harz Mountains, Vosges Mountains, and Eastern Highlands of Madagascar. All of these are block mountains. And in which continent and in the which country are these present? Mention that in the comments. Consider the following statements. Intrusive igneous rocks tend to have larger mineral crystals than extrusive igneous rocks. Right? Vast majority of sedimentary rock? No. Shale is the finest grained elastic sedimentary rocks. True. 1 and 3 are right options. Consider the following Andes Mountains. Okay. Which of the above is or are parts of the Pacific Ring of the Fire? Andes Mountains right, New Zealand right, Philippines right, and Taiwan right. All of these are the parts of the Pacific Ring of the Fire. Assertion and reason. The origin of Himalayas is due to the collision of the Indian subcontinent with Eurasian landmass. True. The convergence of crystal plates is often associated with mountain building. This is also true and reasons the correct explanation of assertion. Each of the following pairs are correctly matched. Okay. Teen Chan, that is fold mountain. Vosges, that is structural dome. Fergana, that's deep-seated fault. No. What is this? What did we say? What is this formation? Mention that in the comment. Mauna Low, that is volcanic cone. This is also not right. What is this formation? That is also mentioned in the comments. 1 and 2 are the right ones actually. The molten rock below the surface of the earth is called batholith. Sedimentary rocks are formed when sediments become compressed and cemented together in a process known as sedimentation. Folds in which one limb inclines moderately with regular slope while the other inclines steeply at right angle and the slope is almost vertical are known as monoclinal. Which one among the following is a primary rock? That is igneous rock. Consider the following statements. Larger bodies of intrusive rocks called batholiths are very commonly formed of granites, though not invariably, right? Lens-shaped masses of rock occupying the saddles of anticlines or the keels of synclines of mountains. Now, larger dome-shaped masses, the sides of whose plunge steeply to unknown depths. 1 and 3 are the right options. Consider the following statements regarding peninsular India. It is largely composed of Archean crystalline rocks, right? Most of the mountains here are of relic type, right? The interior parts have post-Cambrian marine deposits. Now, Deccan basalts are found at the end of the Cretaceous, right? 1, 2, and 4 are the right options. Alp mountains are spread over France, Switzerland, Italy, and Austria. Which of the following is the highest plateau in the world? That is Palmer Plateau. This is present in which country and in which continent? Mention that in the comments. Why do fold mountains have enormous thickness of sedimentary rocks? Due to accumulation of sediments in a geosyncline. Metamorphic rocks originate from both igneous and sedimentary rocks. Folding is the result of orogenetic force. Continents have drifted apart because of tectonic activities. Next chapter is weathering and erosion. Moraines are formed in glacial regions. Sandstone is metamorphosed to quartzite. Rift Valley or grabbing is the result of faulting. Waterfalls and rapids are commonly found in upper course of river. Rift Valley is formed by faulting. Gorge or canyon is steep, valleyed, and have a V-shaped cross-section. Alluvial cone it is a low cone of alluvial sands and gravels. Which one of the following is the correct statement? Granite of plutonic origin consists essentially of quartz, feldspar, and mica. Authors and the concepts. Davis peniplanation, Hack dynamic equilibrium, King LC uniformitarianism, Hutton uniformitarianism, then King LC, that is pediplanation. An area which has not been glaciated may show V-shaped valleys. With reference to earthquakes, which one of the following statements is not correct? S-waves move objects at right angles to their direction of motion. This is not the right one. Other L waves travel along the surface of the crust true. As the waves propagate, they may material in the path parallel to the direction of the movement. These two are the correct options, but this is not the correct option. Match the list one with the list two. List one is the composition, list two is the rock type. Quartz and feldspar, sandstone. Quartz, feldspar, and mica, that is granite. Compacted volcanic ash, that is tuff. Feldspar, mica, pyroxenes, and olivine, that is basalt. The profile of equilibrium refers to the longitudinal profile of a created stream. Which one of the following sets indicates the Aeolian process? That is corrosion, attrition, and deflation. Next, assertion region. Straight slope is a type recognized by W. Pench. True. Straight slope develops due to the increasing intensity of the erosion. This is also right, but this is not the right explanation of assertion. The concept of ice age was first put forward by G.T. Charpentier. Which one of the following is not a soil forming process? That is glaying, others weathering, translocation, and hydration. These three are the uh, process of the soil formation, but this is not the process of the soil formation. Which one of the following are examples of penny plains? Those are Paris Basin and Eastern England. Chemical weathering is most prominent in humid tropical region. Which of the following pairs are correctly matched? Granites, batholites, right? Quartzite, ridgecrest, right? Hard rocks, monadnocks, right? Marbles are not hogback ridges, but these are formed by which of the rocks? Mention that in the comments. Which one of the following statements regarding a fjord are correct? Most of the fjords were formed due to the rise in sea level after melting of Pleistocene ice sheets. True. It is an emergent coast which originally was a submerged glaciated valley. Now it is a long, narrow inlet of the sea bounded by steep mountain slopes extending to considerable depths. Right? It is a glaciated valley that has been inundated by the sea and forms a deep, steep-sided coastal inlet. True. 1, 3, and 4 are the right options of regarding a fjord. Which one of the following is the correct sequence of the landforms developed under fluvial cycle of erosion? The George, Piedmont Plain, floodplain, and delta. Another recession reason. Pediments are the bedrock portions of Piedmont slopes which extend downward to neighboring basin floor. This is true. It is commonly believed that the dissected pediments are formed by erosion of original flat pediments under the second cycle of erosion. This is false. Another recession reason. The difference in the geomorphic features of different areas of Earth's surface are known as areal differentiation. True, this definition of geography is based on interrelation, differential character, and areal expression of different phenomena. This is also true, and this is the correct explanation of assertion. Another assertion reason. The most important single agent of physical weathering is the freeze or the action of water in open space in rock. No, false. Repetition is the key to understanding the force of frost shattering. Reason is true. Another assertion reason. Fjords are features produced by glacial erosion. True. Glaciers descending from coastal mountains may reach the sea and continue their erosion on the seafloor. This is false. Another assertion reason. Assertion. Plutonic rocks are intrusive rocks of deep-seated origin. True. Plutonic rocks get cooled slowly at greater depth with large crystals. This is also true, but this reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. The development of synclinal ridges and anticlinal valleys in a folded regions is named as topography of inversion of relief. Another assertion reason. Aksai Chin is desolate and the driest part of the Ladakh region. That is true. The whole area bears a stamp of excessive aeolian erosion. No, false. Which of the following factors influence the type and rate of weathering? It's glacier, climate, vegetation cover, and topography, but not the rock structure. The process that results in the breakdown of rocks and minerals in situ is known as weathering. Consider the following statements. Which of these are correct? Weathering encompasses a group of processes by which surface and subsurface rocks disintegrate. True. Extreme dryness reduces most weathering to a minimum. Right. Physical weathering dominates in drier and cooler climates. Right. In equatorial rainforest climate, most rocks weather slowly. That is also true. All the four options are correct options. A mountainous coast having presence of large number of narrow, steep-sided, elongated, and inundated coastal valleys is called half coast. Another assertion reason. Graben is a major relief feature resulting from the faulting activities. It is in fact a valley or narrow trough bounded by one more parallel faults. This is true. And block of the Earth's crust may be relatively raised or lowered between more or less parallel faults. The lower part, known as the graben, is formed due to the subsistence of middle part between the two normal faults. This is also true, and it is the correct explanation of assertion. A weathering process in which layers of rocks peel off as expansion alternates with contraction is known as exfoliation. The dryness pattern developed on folded sedimentary rocks is termed as trellis. Next matching. List 1 is the classification of valleys and list 2 is the characteristic of valley. Consequent valley, that is, course determined by the initial slope of the land. Subsequent valley, that is, course shifted from the original consequent erosible rocks. Insequent valley, that is showing no apparent adjustment to structural control. Next, obsequent valley, that is draining in a direction opposite to that of the original consequent valleys. Next, okay, consider the following landform characteristics. Stream divides, okay, which one of the following is the orderly sequence of landform characteristic given above in an idealized fluvial cycle, okay. Stream divides are sharp and ridge-like, resulting in a minimum of interim stream uplands. This is the first one. Then there are a few consequent trunk streams, but few large tributaries. Numerous short tributaries and gullies are extending themselves by headward erosion and developing valley systems. This is the second one. Then extensive areas are at a near the base level of the erosion. 1, then 3, then 2. Which of the following statements is correct? Plateaus are product of mature stage of cycle of erosion. Then consider the following statements. Canyon is an extreme type of V-shaped valley with very steep sides and no valley floor, right? Grand Canyon is associated with the Colorado River. Both 1 and 2 are the correct options. The rate of erosion in a stream is lowest where the river joins the sea. Erosion of soil by a river mainly depends upon its speed at which it flows. Which one of the following process of weathering belongs to both mechanical and chemical weathering? That is crystallization. Okay, let's stop over here. In our next reading video, we will look into the world landforms. Okay, thank you. If at all you like the content, subscribe to my channel. Thank you.